August 18th. And what we will be talking about is your Verge Planner, some more navigating through Verge. But as we get ready to start thinking more about science, I want you all to know that we'll talk about things like scientific method, safety. We're going to address how we support our answers with claim evidence reasoning throughout the week. But I want you to start off. Some of you may feel you do not understand science, but take a look at this picture and think about what you see. See if you notice anything. Is it just dirt, environment? One of the most important things you will be as a citizen and a scientist is how to be observative of the things around you. That goes along with environmental science and physical science. What information, the data, do I see? What is before me? How can I prove I'm right or wrong? Okay, look at that. And now let's take a look at a video about making observations. So I may stop the video and then ask a question. When I pause and ask a question, you will put that in some format. You'll jot down your answer and then you are going to submit that for Tuesday. Check it out. Frog eggs. I'm going to and watch how they grow. How do you observe? When you observe. So right now, I want you to write down an answer. How do you observe? Observe means to pay close attention to something. You may think you don't do this, but you observe when you are going out of your home, you observe within your house, you observe the different things all of the time. So, how do you observe? Observe, our vocabulary is paying close attention to something. To observe, you can use the five senses. You can use your eyes to see the color, and size of something. And to look closely at all of its
Observe. How can you record what you observe? You can record your observations by writing, drawing, taking pictures, taking video, or even recording sound. Sometimes we describe our observations in words. The bird has black and red shiny feathers. Other times we describe our observations with numbers. The bird laid 3 eggs, and 2 hatched today. It's helpful to record your observations in a chart, calendar, or other graphic organizer.
So when we record our data, what is that called? When we record our observations, I just gave you a hint. What is that called? Why is it important for you to record your observations? You're going to answer the question, why is it important to record your observations?
Tools can you use to observe? Right. A magnifying glass is a tool that helps you look at things up close. A microscope helps you see things even more closely. A ruler or tape measure helps you measure how tall or wide something is. Scale tells you how much something weighs, and the balance helps you compare different objects. A thermometer tells you how hot or cold something is. A clock or stopwatch can help you time how long something takes. You can also use computers to record, organize, and print your observations. What can you learn from me? Observations. Observate.
Take some time to write down, what can you learn from making observations? Think about you in the science sense. Why is it important to make observations? And what can you learn from making observations?
Help us understand how things work and how they change. When you observe these frogs, you learn how tadpoles hatch, grow legs, and slowly change into frogs. You can use observations to predict what might happen, or answer questions. Sometimes when I make observations, I come up with questions. I wonder, what do tadpoles eat? How do they breathe underwater? Sometimes my questions lead me to investigate or explore to find answers. What's that for? You want to take a closer look
The next question you're going to answer in your discussion post excuse me, is how do questions help you find your answer? What are those questions called when you are thinking about the scientific method? What are those questions called?
Look at the tadpoles. Look at the tadpoles? I don't think it would fit in a tank mode.
So now I'm going to go back to the picture I showed you before, and I want you to make a closer observation to that picture. And tell me, what do you see? This will be your bonus. What do you see in the picture? So you have questions. I'm going to type the questions in the discussion post. It's how do questions help you find answers? Why is it important to make observations? What do you learn from making observations? What are those questions called when you make an observation? In the scientific method, what are those questions called? Now take a look at this picture. I will put the image itself. And by making observations, how could you have protected yourself? What do you see? So I want you to tell me what you see and how you would have been able to protect yourself from making observations. Yeah.